Welcome. I'm so excited you're here because today we are making something truly, truly special. It's an absolutely show-stopping Brazilian coconut cake. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I'm going to guide you through every single step to create this unbelievable melt-in-your-mouth dessert.
So before we even touch an ingredient, I want you to just picture this for a second. A cake that is so unbelievably tender and moist, it practically dissolves on your tongue. We're talking about a cake that gets soaked in this sweet, creamy liquid and then finished with a beautiful, delicate coating of coconut. Every single bite is cool, it's refreshing, and it's just completely unforgettable. You ready? Let's do this.
All right, first things first. Every truly great cake begins with a perfect foundation. And for this recipe, that means creating a light, airy vanilla coconut sponge. This is going to be the perfect canvas for all the deliciousness that comes next.
Okay, for our wet ingredients, you're going to need 4 large eggs, 1½ cups of sugar, 1 cup of a neutral oil, something like canola works perfectly, 1 cup of plain yogurt, and a teaspoon of some really good vanilla extract. Now here's a crucial tip. A little secret from my kitchen to yours. Make sure your eggs and yogurt are at room temperature. Seriously, this isn't just a suggestion. It's the key that allows everything to emulsify beautifully, creating that velvety, perfect crumb in your final cake.
Now for the dry ingredients. We're keeping it simple. You'll need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and ½ cup of finely shredded, unsweetened coconut. And let me tell you, that coconut is the real star here. It infuses the entire cake with this subtle, sweet flavor right from the very start.
All right, let's get mixing. In a large bowl, go ahead and whip the eggs, sugar, and vanilla together on a high speed. And you're going to let this go for a good 7 to 8 minutes. What you're looking for is for the mixture to get pale, really thick, and just about double in volume. You'll know it's ready when it falls from the whisk in a thick ribbon. Once you've got that, turn the mixer down to low and slowly stream in the oil. And then follow that with the room temperature yolk.
Now for the final and most delicate part of mixing. You're going to gently fold in your sifted flour and baking powder. I like to do it in about 3 batches. And listen, here's the most important thing. Be so careful not to overmix. The second you stop seeing streaks of flour, stop mixing immediately. Then gently fold in that shredded coconut. Pour the batter into your prepared pan, and it's ready to bake at 180 degrees Celsius, that's 350 Fahrenheit, for about 30 to 35 minutes.
So the cake on its own is absolutely delicious. But this next step, this is what makes it legendary. We are creating a 3-milk soaking liquid, I call it a magical milk bath, that gives the cake its signature, unforgettable melt-in-your-mouth texture. This is the secret. For this incredible soak, we're combining 1 cup of whole milk, 1 cup of rich, full-fat coconut milk, and 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. Oh yeah! That coconut milk just deepens that wonderful flavor, and the condensed milk brings in this incredible creaminess and just a perfect touch of sweetness. All you do is whisk them together in a bowl, and just like that, your milk bath is ready.
Here's a quick but really important tip for you. After the cake comes out of the oven, you have to let it rest in the pan for about 10 minutes. This isn't just for cooling. This little pause lets the cake set up properly, so you can cut it into these beautiful, neat squares that won't fall apart or crumble when you dip them into that glorious milk bath.
Okay, and now for the really fun part, the assembly. This is where we bring everything together. We're going to soak our perfect cake squares and give them that beautiful final coconut coating. It's so satisfying.
So here's the method. You're going to take each square of that still warm cake and carefully submerge it right into the milk mixture. Let it soak for about a minute. You want it to really drink up all that goodness. Then lift it out, let any excess milk drip off for just a second, and then gently roll it in a shallow dish of more finely shredded coconut until it's coated on all sides. Just remember, the cake is very delicate at this point, so a gentle touch is everything.
Finally, you'll wrap each of those beautiful coated pieces individually in a small square of aluminum foil. This is the traditional Brazilian way to do it, and honestly, it's brilliant. It doesn't just lock in every single last bit of moisture. It turns each piece into this perfect portable little gift, just ready to be enjoyed. We are almost there. We've baked, we've soaked, we've wrapped our beautiful cake, but there is one final, absolutely non-negotiable step before you can finally dig in and enjoy it.
And here it is, the golden rule. You absolutely must let the cake chill. Patience is the final ingredient, I'm telling you. I recommend at least 2 hours in the refrigerator, but honestly, if you can stand to wait overnight, the result is even more spectacular. Chilling is what allows all those incredible flavors to melt together perfectly, and it creates that cool, dense, incredibly moist texture that this cake is so famous for. This cake is such a joy to make, and it's an even greater joy to share. So now that you know how to create this little piece of heaven, I have a question for you. Who's going to be the first lucky person you share it with? Happy baking!